live from Santa's Village at the Kingston Mall, down by the food court. It's Greg Simoneau. Thank you. Thank you, Plymouth. Thanks for having me. We're at December. Looks like it's going to be the last show of the year. Yeah. Good to see it. Good to see it come. I'd like to thank the local scene for having me tonight. And I'd like to thank Dan in the booth. All right. Yes. So, she thinks she missed the train to Mars. She's out back counting stars. See, that's how the band Hum opens, right? So I just gave you guys a Hummer. That's how I opened. You can take that any way you want. Yeah, so silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Well, Plymouth's not really a city, right? We're a little small town, but we got everything. We got a tree out front. we had the tree lighting festival. Did you stop by for that? They locked down the Main Street for a little while, and so I went over to Ocho Cafe, had a little nice Mexican dinner. And don't worry about these businesses. This is public access. Just don't feel like you have to patronize these businesses or what kind of endorsement deals I have with them. Don't worry about that, all right? So by the time we were done at Ocho Cafe, we were able to sneak down Main Street and see the tree, and it was very, very well done. Good job, Plymouth. So I was, thinking about getting the festive feast from KFC. Saw this come up on TV. I was like, yeah, okay, festive feast. It looks a lot like the family meal any other time of year, but for this time of year, it's called the festive feast. And I was like, I want that. So this is a stupid Napoleon Dynamite reference. I don't know. Plymouth doesn't get that. I don't know. So I left open Thursday night and Friday night of that week for the festive feast, right? So all week long, I was like one of those Who's in the cartoon. They have the sugar plums going around their head. But instead, for me, it was fried chicken. Just laying in my bed. And not like fried chicken in sexy costumes. Nothing like that, just regular fried chicken in a normal state, okay? Don't get weird, all right? So I was waiting, and I kept asking my mom, I'm like, Mom, do you think the chicken sleigh will come tonight? And she was like, you don't live here anymore. The chicken sleigh probably will go to your house, The chicken sleigh follows you. So, I went on NORAD, tried to see if I could find the chicken sleigh, but nothing came up. Might be too early for that. So that makes me wonder, Colonel Sanders and Santa, are they friends? Santa, S-A-N-T-A, Colonel Sanders, S-A-N-D-E-R, coincidence? I don't know. Do you think the Colonel ever rides in Santa's sleigh, just with a bucket of chicken, laughing, eating it? Yeah. I don't know. I like to think so, in the chicken sleigh. So I'm waiting to get this festive feast. Thursday, Friday night are open, And I'm like, oh, man, 6-piece chicken, 6 chicken tenders, 2 large sides for $25.99. Like, oh, man, yeah. So Thursday comes around, and I look at Jen, and she's like, what do you want to do for dinner? Normal question, right? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. I'm fine to get the festive feast. You got to ease into it. Don't get too excited. So Jen does it on the mobile app because who wants to go in there and talk to the cashiers, right? They're awful. What do you want? Leg, drum, breast, which kind? Original recipe, extra crispy. You want mac coleslaw. It's like, oh, enough, right? So I get the mobile app. I'm going in. I have the time scheduled to pick it up, and I go in, and they have a little area that says mobile app pickup, and it's a little fridge-like thing, and there was one bag in there, and I knew my number, and I was like, okay, that's not me. So I sat down, and the guy goes, oh, did you order on the mobile app? What's the name? And I was like, oh, great. I have to talk to these people. They're like, okay, the name's Greg. Oh, we have a Gregory. And I'm like, yeah, you think so? Yeah. Oh, we have to use full names now? I mean, I wish they would just use the last 4 digits of my phone number. I'm 6559, all right? That's who I am. Leave me alone. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pick it up on the mobile app. I wanted to sit on Colonel Sanders' lap and just ask him for Christmas. Can I get chicken for Christmas? And then I was thinking, when was the last time I sat on somebody's lap? Oh, yeah, April. It was a birthday party. That was also the last time I fell in the woods. Well, we don't have time for that story. Don't worry about it. My age, I'm too old to be sitting on people's laps. But I would like to say to the cashier at KFC, do you have extra salty? You got me. You done insulted him. I would just like to say that to him. Do you have extra salty? 11 herbs and spices, but mostly salt. That's our main ingredient. That's what we use. So, thank you. So tonight's performance tonight is my gift to you, Plymouth. It's a comedy album. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. But it's a present to you, Plymouth. There you go. I was in the Kingston Mall, and they have a record store, vintage record store. You can go there if you want, buy a record, help them out. And I bought a Phyllis Diller album for $1. And I listened to it, and it's pretty good. You know, stand-up was much different back then, and it was like, does Phyllis Diller have anything left? It was something like that was the title. And I was like, oh, my God, what a great comedy album. So I would like, does Greg Simoneau have anything left? I don't know, something like that. We'll think of a name sometime. I don't know. But so we're giving our critique on the festive feast. And when you finish the festive feast, you're not the best version of yourself afterwards, you know. If you asked me my name after I ate it, I would just be like, So before I ate it, my name is Greg, and I will accept Gregory. But afterwards, my name is, how many pieces did you eat? 2. You know. And then I was thinking, in the ad for the festive feast, they say more bang for your bucket. And I was like, whoa, this festive feast, it's like a chicken bucket time machine. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm being visited by the ghost of chicken bucket past. I feel like the ghost of chicken bucket past is going to take me to this place. More bang for your bucket. And I feel like I'm going to walk in on Colonel Sanders with my grandmother. No. And I feel like the ghost of chicken bucket past will tell me, yes, your grandmother, she used to do favors for the Colonel for buckets and buckets of chicken. Oh, man. So what you're telling me is my grandmother did BJ's for BC's? Nasty. And then he'd be like, yes. And there's one more thing. She helped coin the phrase, finger licking good. Like, oh, it's too much. Please take me back Please, I can't look anymore. Take me back to the present. And then the present is when you're eating the festive feast. And then you'll be visited by the ghost of Christmas chicken bucket future. And after I ate that festive feast, I looked over, and it was the ghost of Christmas chicken bucket future. And he was like this. And I was like, oh no. Yep. He was pointing at the bathroom. No, please, no. That's why when you used to get the KFC family meal back when my relatives would get it, we would always have a 2-liter of Coke right there on the table. That way, any incidental bones you ate, the Coke would disintegrate them in your stomach, and then you'd be fine. You got to think ahead sometimes. And then I just think of my grandmother maybe in an untelevised KFC commercial, just sort of pulling on the Colonel's pants. No bone. It wasn't aired. It was never made to air. It was too risque, even for the 40s. So anyways, we were done with the chicken bucket, the festive feast. And, I might lose some sponsors over this. And that might be a good name for my comedy album. Greg Simoneau. I might lose some sponsors over this. Something corny like that. But Popeyes came on the TV, and the timing couldn't have been worse. We were like, what? Popeyes? And Popeyes is far superior to KFC. Sorry. I might lose some sponsors over this, but it is. And they have the festive family box for $20.99. $5 less. Oh, it's like, oh no. How many buckets and boxes of chicken can I buy this Christmas? How many times can I shock my system with drive-through buckets of chicken? I don't know. How much extra chicken can my fridge hold? All these questions came rushing to me at once. Like, how much extra chicken can I throw out? Our garbage man would be like, hey, can't take any more of your chicken, your old chicken. The seagulls are going crazy for it. Stop it. So we did that. This might work. I don't know about that. So I put up my artificial tree the other day. Yeah, we're done with the Christmas chicken bucket. Maybe. We have to check the fridge later. I put up my fake tree, artificial tree, the other day. And on the box it says 8-foot Douglas fir, but it's fake. It's in a box. It comes out once a year for 1 month a year. The other 11 months it's in that coffin. It's like a vampire tree. Time for me. My fake tree has a Transylvanian accent. Time for me. Oh, no. I want to suck your electric bill. Stupid. Stupid. So it stays in that coffin 11 months of the year, and then I got to break it out. And people are like, well, an artificial tree pays for itself. No, it doesn't. Like, they're way expensive now, right? Okay, if you maybe use it for 5 years, maybe you start to make your money back on it. But with me, I get rid of them every 2 or 3 years, so it's like buying a real tree. I don't know. So Walmart and Kohl's see me coming after Christmas. They're like, oh, there he is. Here he goes for you guys. I feel like such a nerd, though. I'm down at the Hallmark store because I have one tree for my Bruins ornaments, one tree for my Star Wars ornaments, because once you get one fake tree, you get 2 fake trees. And then once you get 2 fake trees, you might as well get 3 fake trees. So I'm on number 3. But I have the Star Wars tree, and I'm like down at Hallmark. I'm like, paper store or whatever. If you want to go there, fine. It's fine. It's a great place. It's in Plymouth. We have one. And I'm like, feel like kind of a nerd. I'm like, do you have the garbage compactor scene ornament, Or is it sold out yet? Please. I pre-ordered it. Come on. What's with that? That's my only gripe with the Plymouth paper store. It's like, yeah. So I ordered it online. They did have it. And now I have a good collection. Then I'm like, do you have the Mandalorian with the dark saber? I really need it for my Star Wars tree. Yeah, you got one for me? Thanks. All right, that might work. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that might be it. So I'm driving around my town down there, and there's a sign that says, beach closed, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And I was thinking, that's weird. You know what I mean? That's like saying the earth is closed 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Greg Simoneau, comedy album, Earth Closed, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Wow, how edgy. Whoa, that's edgy. Whoa. So I'm like, that's really weird, And I get it. I'm like, why is it closed 10 p.m. to 5 a.m.? I know. They're trying to cut down on beach rapes. Yeah. 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. is when the dolphins are at their friskiest. Yeah. The wave pulls your bathing suit off, and the dolphin just grabs you. Dan, I got it in. I got the fish sex in. Or maybe it's, what are people, my guy over there. Or what is it? People are, taking advantage of jellyfish and horseshoe crabs? I don't know. What's going on after dark? Sir, put that jellyfish down. Sting means sting, sir. No? No. And that's the horseshoe crab's tail, sir. Get that out of your butt. That's the horseshoe crab. Don't do that. So it's closed 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. And the beach is, but the sea is where there's a nice amount of like food. If you teach a man to fish, feed him for life sort of thing, right? So the sea has all the food in it, but the beach is closed, right? So that's weird. That would be like if a bar was closed at 10, but the kitchen was open all night. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. But the sea is not really an option for me. Like, oh, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? It's not a good answer when your wife says, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? I don't know. How about the sea? And I'm thinking maybe back in the days of like the caveman, he would talk to his wife, hey, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? How about the sea? And she'd be like, yeah, we haven't been down there in a while. Let's go. Like, okay, good. He gets his spear, and he goes down to the ocean, and they try to catch a fish. But the sea, back then, had a prehistoric sea monster, and it would eat the wife right away and go back into the ocean. And then the caveman would be like, oh, no. That's the third wife I lost this week. And then he would give like a little sigh smile, like a little sly, but I don't know. I keep coming here. And I picture it, it's like the sea in Zelda, just the sea monster pops up like fireball, something like that. I don't know. Thanks. And then, the people that live by the beach, the ones they have their seaside mansions, They're the ones who say they own the beach, right? And then they'll try to even form like a beach colony, like in the olden days when you could hang someone for being like a witch or something like that, you know. And they'll make all these rules. You need a big beach sticker and all this other stuff, you know. No drinking, no smoking, you know, no fun. That's what they have the sign up there. The old man will just be out there and he'll look through his window. What are those hippies doing? It's 10:01. Get off my beach. Yeah. Liz, get my flare gun. I'll get these hippies out of here. Something like that. And the beach for me, the only way that the sea would be sort of like a source for food for me would be if they let me bring a fry-later right to the beach, you know? Maybe like a solar-powered fry-later, or that probably wouldn't get hot enough. It would probably have to be like a propane fry-later. And then you could get the fish right into the fry-later right there at the beach, right? I call it farm to fry-later. Greg Simoneau, comedy album, Farm to Fry-a-Later. No. Ooh, so edgy. Ooh. So I would have my fry-a-later there, and I would be serving up food, and it would be like the show The Bear. You know, I'd be like Cammy. You know, I need hands for these clams. I need hands for these clams. Well, that could be in a comedy album too. Greg Simoneau, I need hands for these clams. You know, I'm just holding a bunch of clams. That'll sell a lot of albums. Yeah, and his little sous chefs would be like, "We're digging them as fast as we can. We're digging them. All right, fire the clams, fire the shrimp, fire the scrod, fire the cod. We need it all. Let's go, let's go." And he's like, "Blanket 43 needed clams yesterday. Let's go." And then I could just picture him, you know, putting little pieces of seaweed on each fried, like, seagull nugget. Okay, that's ready to go. Get it out of here. And sometimes I would like to be on the beach, you know, when they try to kick me off. And I would like to spin it on them, like, "Hey, get off this beach. Hey, I'm homeless. I live on this beach. You get back in your house. You get off my beach." Twist it on them, right? And when a cop comes down to kick you off the beach, maybe play the little Jedi mind trick on them, like they were a sand trooper. "I need to see your beach sticker." "You don't need to see our beach sticker. These aren't the Android users you're looking for. We can go on our way about beaching. Move along, move along, move along." Something like that. It would be great. Oh, yeah. We did that. Talking about that. And then the only thing is, once you're done frying, what do you do with the oil, right? Maybe you could just throw it in the ocean like an 80s oil spill, right? Maybe it could be a new ocean beach game. Oil spill. Hey, kids. Go up to a bunch of kids that have a sandcastle. "Do you want to play Exxon Valdez?" Here we go. One kid goes in the ocean. He's like, "Mommy, there was a warm spot in the ocean." "Oh, don't worry, honey. That was just the oil from the fry-a-later from that guy over there." And then maybe like a plane goes by on the beach and you're looking up and it's a law firm. "Have you been a victim of an oil spill at the beach? Are you a hermit crab or a snail? And has some fry cook's negligence ruined your tide pool or habitat?" A tide pool, that's a great name for it, you know. That's where your habitat is. So you'll call in and they'll be like, "Well, call us. You might have some money coming to you. It's the same hotline as asbestos and vaginal mesh. So please call. Maybe we can help you." Hello, law firm. Oh, hi. You're a crab? Were you stuck in vaginal mesh or the oil spill thing? Okay, hold on. That's another line. Hold on. Something like that. And then the environmentalists will be down there with their Dawn dish soap trying to clean up each little hermit crab and snail, you know. Oh, so cute. Ah, fucker bit me. So not as cute as the ducks that go oil on them, obviously. So we just have a few minutes left here, Plymouth, and I'd like to thanks for watching tonight. You can catch me in the new movie Beach Friolator 2000, and playing the grumpy old man who tries to kick people off the beach. Yep, you guessed it. We got him again. Kingston's own Chris Cooper. We're going to resurrect his career with this one. And playing the sexy dolphin, it's going to be voiced by the fabulous Florence Pugh. Yes, she's great. And I forget what I'm going to play. I think I play one of the beachgoers who gets sick from the fry food. Or maybe I'm the KFC cashier. What do you want? Breast, leg, drum? I probably won't have any lines, as usual. I don't know. But we do have a couple minutes here, and I just want to talk Merry Christmas to Plymouth. And have you noticed that Walmart's got Busta Rhymes, and Macy's has Allison Brie, and Walmart, okay, Busta Rhymes, he comes out, he raps, it's okay. That's pretty cool. But Macy's is using Allison Brie all wrong, Allison Brie is not like a comedian, okay? She's like, I can get a gentle whisper out of some cashmere. It's just awkward. And I would like her just to come out and say, hey, I'm Allison Brie, okay? Buy some stuff from Macy's. You can even buy it from me. Just go to Macy's and buy it. Here's a quick look at my feet, and we're done. Commercial. Bam. Out of there. Macy's would be doing a lot better. All right, maybe that's the comedy album. Greg Simoneau, Allison Brie's feet. So edgy. So edgy. Awesome. Thank you, Plymouth. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.